Hello there, I'm Gráinne McElwain here with EirGrid, the official timing sponsor of the GAA, bringing you insights from some of our GAA players, both past and present, and how in their lives outside of the GAA they are focused on their passion for sustainability. I am here today with former Meath Hurler and senior engineer with EirGrid, Mark O'Sullivan. Mark Falcher, you're very welcome.
Hey, Gráinne.
You work as a senior engineer with EirGrid, so tell us about your day-to-day job.
Yeah, I work for EirGrid, the transmission system operator for the Republic of Ireland, and I work in the system operations department. Within the system operations, we kind of look after managing the grid on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis, and to ensure that new generators are coming online and ensuring that there's enough generation to meet the demand on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. And I suppose what I maybe do more particularly with my team is I work very closely with the National Control Centre, who manage the grid on a daily basis, and we ensure, I suppose, that their daily tasks of managing the grid is made as easily as possible within my team.
So you studied mechanical engineering in college and did a degree and a master's in that. So where did this passion for engineering for sustainability, where did that come from?
So I think I did a project on climate change back when I was in secondary school, and it was only really becoming a bit of a hot topic at that time, mid-noughties really, only coming into mainstream. So I was always very wary of it, and from an early age, my mum subscribes to National Geographic, so that they were all coming through the door with new climate change issues. So I was always wary of it, and then I suppose I worked in the construction sector when I came out of college initially, but felt that I kind of needed a bit of more of a stronger purpose in what I was doing every day in my work life. And I thought that because I had such a passion for climate change, and I wanted to help as an engineer, help to try and solve that for Ireland anyway, in some way, or reduce our carbon, our footprint, EirGrid were really the best fit for that. They're at the forefront of decarbonising the transmission system, and yeah, since moving into EirGrid, that has my work life has been. I'm much more passionate about my work life, and yeah, really happy about working in EirGrid. Is really enjoyable.
There's so much talk about climate change and energy transition. So where are we at with that, Mark, and where are we going with it?
At EirGrid, our ultimate aim is to decarbonise the grid, and we'll be doing that and to meet the Climate Action Plan targets for 2030 and 2050. And that involves new renewable generation coming on the system, and transitioning from your traditional your coal, your oil generators into a grid that can handle more renewables and more solar farms, more wind farms, and that transition takes time, but that is where we're at the minute. We're in that transition, but we're getting there, and everyone in EirGrid is working towards that goal on a daily basis. And yeah, I think you have some absolutely brilliant people in EirGrid working towards that goal as well. So I see it every day, and yeah, I'm very confident in how we're progressing.
Is there a place in Kiltale or in Meath that you go to when you want to get away from something, or where you want to get some peace and quiet? Or is there any place that has inspired you on your sustainability journey?
Yeah, so my house is close to my uncle's, where my uncle owns some land, and it's on top of a hill, and that hill is kind of one of the biggest hills in Meath. You can see Tara in the distance, so I suppose I'd take my dogs up there for a walk around the fields, and for me, those I suppose green pastures of Meath, that's something that I hope will be maintained and be there for future generations. So that's what I would think of when I think of sustainability, and yeah, I hope I keep enjoying walks, and future generations enjoy walks up the various hills and fields of Meath.
So for anyone who has never heard of Kiltale GAA Club, describe it to us.
Yeah, Kiltale is, I suppose people talk about their club teams, they talk about their small towns, but Kiltale is literally like, it's a parish. There's a shop and the clubhouse and a road through it, so there's not really a huge amount in Kiltale, but I think what we lack in size, we make up for in passion on the GAA field. So yeah, Kiltale is my hurling club, as you say, and I've played with them since I was 16, and I've been lucky enough to have a good amount of success with them over the last few years. Yeah, it's a real kind of community club. Anytime we're going to matches, it's the whole parish goes. So it's a community event, really.
And what does the word community mean to you?
I think because I live in such a small parish, there are 300, 400 people maybe. When we go and play in championship with Kiltale, as I said, the whole parish kind of comes out, and it's a huge social occasion for all ages, not just young people, but for the older generation who are looking forward to these games every summer, and you enjoy the chats with them then after the game. So for me, community, we're a very tight-knit community in Kiltale and Manalby as well. So all the families know each other. We're all very close to each other. So for me, that is being in that social environment and being chatting and having the crack with your neighbours after games. I suppose that's what community means to me. Yeah.
Looking back on your career, both with club and county, what highlights stand out for you?
So with my club, Kiltale, certainly we hadn't won a championship since '83, and we won one in 2007. But then when I wasn't playing that year, I started playing the following year for the senior team, and we won one in 2012. But then from 2013 to 2018, we did the five in a row, and that was extremely. It was unbelievable that we were able to do that, but extremely satisfying because the whole community kind of. We were on a holiday for five years, essentially around October, and people became very used to it. So that was definitely a highlight, and being able to celebrate that with kind of friends, family, and the team. And then with the county team, then only last year with the Meath Senior Hurlers, we won the Christy Ring Cup, and playing that final in Croke Park. For me, I hadn't played hurling in Croke Park before, so to be able to finish off the year playing in Croke Park and winning a final in Christy Ring was definitely the highlight for me in terms of Meath Senior Hurlers. Yeah.
Mark, it has been a pleasure. Thank you for chatting with me today. Continued success.
Thanks very much, Grania.